Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2024 Great Lakes Collegiate Showdown in Milford, Michigan, presented by the UMich Disc Golf Team. My name is Dan.
I'm Charlie.
And we're going to be playing a very fun course. Charlie, tell us about this course.
This is going to be Black Locust Green Longs. It's a really good complement to our other course, which is Toboggan. You get a little bit of the open, you get a little bit of the woods. It's a fun time out there.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite courses in the area. Everyone on our team is going to be playing blind except for myself. I've spent some time up there, played those courses, and it should be noted that there are 3 D1 bids at this tournament and 6 D2 bids. So the goal is top 9, punch our ticket to nationals.
Yep, maybe sneak in for a top 3 if possible. We'll see.
Exactly. Let's get into it.
Yeah, all right, here we go. It's a bit chilly this morning. I'd say mid to high 30s when we're getting started, but it'll definitely heat up.
Yeah, not a bad fall day for us here. All right, starting off, we have Garrett Thompson with Great Lakes Christian College. And this is a great shot. This hole goes up and to the left, pushing hyzer. Just didn't have the distance on that one.
Yeah, just faded a bit early.
And this is Todd Hillsman, also from the Great Lakes Christian College. And if you're not familiar with our channel, we do rotating dubs coverage on this video right here, where 2 players will throw a shot, you take the best one, then your other 2 players play from that lie.
Yeah, kind of a weird format for college.
Yeah. Right here we've got Anthony Boyd, a new member to the A team, which we've kind of developing throughout the year, and he throws a great shot here.
Yeah, this is great, and it hits a root.
Terrible, terrible reaction. Like, it's just so tough to start the day on a reaction like that. You're like, come on.
Yeah.
So I feel the pressure to get us a little closer.
Yeah, let's see it.
It looks good.
For sure. That's a nice little flip up there.
Just as good as Anthony's, but I got the ground play, and that's what you need out here.
Yeah. So here's where their drive landed. Gonna try to get one up there.
Yeah, a manageable approach, but there's for sure some trees in the way, and kind of a brutal roll there.
Yeah, I can't really have the next guy run it now.
No, you got to just get it close. And that'll do.
For sure.
My drive landed here, and Charlie with the tap out.
Yep. Trying to warm up the putt a little.
And it's great starting with a birdie. We started on hole 10, so we're kind of doing a back 9, front 9 type of situation here.
Yeah, kind of odd that way, but
yeah,
works
and
out.
A par for Great Lakes Christian, birdie for us. Next hole is a par 4, 504 feet. Push straight and then fade left.
Yeah, just trying to get into position here.
Not the hardest hole, one you for sure want to get. And this is a great shot, Charlie. Look at this. Putting a little flex in there.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, glad to start the day like that.
Getting the skip.
Good as I could ask for.
Yeah. Wonderful shot. Takes the pressure off Dalton for his first shot, and he's a pressure player. Nope, no pressure. What does he need to throw a good shot for?
Yeah. We told him to go big, so.
Yeah. It's an eagleable-ish hole with like some sort of, not too crazy throw in.
Mm-hmm.
So we were kind of going for that.
Yeah. That was Jaden. Tough shot to start the day, but that's what happens when it's so cold. I mean, it's hard to know when you're going to let go of that disc.
Exactly. But this one from Braden right up the middle there on that left side gap, and they're going to have a look in for the 3. Opting for the forehand here. Basket's just kind of on the left side. This is leaking a little far left, if I remember correctly.
Far right.
Sorry, far right. Correct.
Yeah, here's Todd. That is a nice, smooth shot.
Yeah, that looks great. That's in the circle for sure. This is a very easy approach. It should be a simple forehand.
Yep.
Just hit the tree.
Yeah.
You can't hit the tree. So, everything's on Anthony here.
Yeah.
And he just kind of bombs it. And that one comes down to course knowledge, I feel like. Just not really getting the full feel of how that basket is placed.
For sure. We still got to putt at it, though. So let's see what we can do here.
Uphill look, but really tough. This is one you want. You want in the circle or even the bullseye.
Yeah, it just slips out of my hand. That's going to be a recurring theme today.
No spoilers.
Oh.
It was on the right line, though. On the right line. Dalton here with the straddle. He's been going straddle recently. Not sure why, but I don't question it. Maybe we should. Kidding, Dalton. He's usually good for that putt, but just a little low, but it had some good pace.
Yeah, here we go. Tapping out.
It was a birdie.
Here we go.
Great Lakes Christian College birdie.
Yeah.
And a par for the Illini. This is a 420-foot hole downhill, really just pretty straight. The elevation is pretty exceptional, and that shot kind of leaking a little bit right.
Yeah. Let's see if Todd can make the correction here. Also, like, it's just a little right.
I know. I feel like he just pulled it right, and that was like the right line if he put it
Yeah,
more on the
for
left
sure.
side.
He's getting that nice flip and turn that you see on those downhill shots.
Yeah. Anthony up first, just pulls it left. Not a big deal. That is what your partner is for. You got to step up.
Yeah, that's a beauty right there. Turning the whole way. But it's just outside C1.
Yeah. A little short, little too much turn on it, but, you know, getting out of the gap is always your priority.
Yeah, tough lie here for Great Lakes.
Really tough. They had a really tough shot to try and get to the basket, but, you know, it looks like kind of here they're just trying to get out and then maybe try and make a play to get that disc in the basket.
For sure. Here we go. Just trying to get it up nice and close.
Yep, and that'll be puttable for sure. Another approach. And this looks great.
Todd is very good at those nice smooth approaches today.
Very touchy, able to put it right where he wants it. Charlie here for the putt. You say just outside circle, something like that.
Yeah.
Just enough that you can jump it. I thought it was good from my angle, but
Yeah, it's just a little left.
had the height.
Yeah. Let's see if Dalton can get it in there.
Oh, and it just looks so good right until that last second.
High right.
And that's a tough situation to be in where you start off with a birdie, you go 2 holes that really felt like they both should have been birdies. Like none of those putts or approaches are trivial, but you're thinking you're making 1 out of 2 of the coin flips there.
Oh my!
I
Dan
don't
nearly
spit
spits
out. You
through
got to,
there.
guys. I always say you got to give it the full rep. Okay, you don't putt much, and you can get cold.
Yeah.
Charlie here.
We are
Backhand turnover is kind of the goal here.
Yeah, just not enough height on it.
Yeah, and it really started turning a little too much. It's that front woods is so scary though, and you really don't want to kick off those. Dalton throws a good shot.
Yeah.
Still a little too much turn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's C2 at least.
He doesn't love it. I would say we're a great team at keeping the vibes up, and we're doing our best, but it started to feel just frustrating around this hole. We're like, all right, we know we're doing great, but we just got to get these birdies in the basket.
Yeah, it's almost worse when you're playing almost great. You know
right,
what I mean?
Right, just on the cusp. And that's going to set us, not us, Great Lakes Christian here for a C2 bid for birdie.
Yeah.
1 good run. And that one had the power. It was certainly a run. So you got me and Anthony here. What, mid C2? Maybe closer
yeah,
than
a
that.
little closer, but
Anthony just off the band.
yeah.
Frustrating. Another near miss. Myself here. Ah,
Yeah.
one of those I thought I had.
Yeah, could have fallen, but
Yeah. It just feels like another coin flip we lost. But that is all right. We keep moving.
for sure.
Good tap out.
Lots of tournament left to go. So.
Yes. Plenty of holes to play. You got this round, you got a round of singles, and then you got another round of doubles. Anthony throwing a shot down the fairway here. Looking decent, but always a little too stable. Or was that understable?
Little too understable.
Understable in
He
it.
turned and kicked left.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So here we go. Dan trying to find a similar shot shape, and he finds basically the exact same shot shape. Same
Yeah.
kick and everything.
The discs were what? A couple feet apart, something like that. Not much.
Yeah. Here's Garrett.
Makes decent progress down there.
For sure.
I'll say the right side, there are some gaps that you can sneak through and get yourself a par. As long as you're not hitting one of the first available, you're not too worried about getting a par on this hole. But you want a birdie.
For sure.
It does bend a little bit to the right, so the backhand can be tough, but the nature of the hill generally will filter those shots right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good layup, good roll.
Yeah.
Potential run here, I believe.
Yeah, trying to give it a little.
And that's the thing about college disc golf. You're always trying to give it a little something just because it's dubs. But there's something about it just being college disc golf that everyone's always trying to make a play, you know. And I love that because you were running that. Dalton's going to be running this.
Yeah. It's a fun format for sure.
It is. If we can get 2 runs, we want them. The layup first strategy is kind of going away as college disc golf gets so much better and there's so many more teams that like you kind of need to go for 2 runs. And if your first run, doesn't succeed, but in a way that you can run the next one, you've essentially gained another run.
Exactly.
So that's going to be our mentality on a lot of these.
For sure. Moving into hole 15 here.
Weird one.
For sure. Trying to get something to push basically as far left as you can.
Yeah, it's one of those where the trees, far will come in kind of like right as you need to hyzer, so you're going to hit those long trees a bunch, and it's a really narrow gap to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I like a flip up mid, which is kind of what Dalton's doing here.
Yeah, exactly. Even something that stays on hyzer but flips up on hyzer the whole way.
And that landed in the circle. Really great shot. That's why I said flip up. I throw up SS too. That one pulled just a little bit left.
I think that's Dalton's normal buzz, but
Yes.
yeah, this one looked great off the tee.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be right up next to us. They ended up a little bit shorter, still in C2, I'd say, though.
Yeah, a runnable distance. You have a lot of runs like this on this course. And just in college disc golf in general. Downhill, a bit of a scary run, but one you gotta. And that one had the height the whole way, just ended up falling a little left.
Yeah.
Remember at this point I told Anthony, I was like, hey, can I please take this? Because we had not really putted all, and I wanted to make sure I was good when we needed it.
Keep it warm, for sure.
This next hole is like one of my favorite holes on the property as they tap out here for par. It is really just like, 340, 350 tunnel shot, just dead straight with just a little bit of finish on the left.
Yeah.
I want to get this one so bad.
For sure. And just a little pull. A good kick, though. Anything in the fairway and you're glad lifts a little bit of weight off the second player.
I'd say so. I don't know. This one's kind of in between a good birdie and a bonus birdie. I just put this low and it just doesn't.
Yeah.
Just falls. So that's screaming par when you see that shot, and the pars are really adding up for us.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a great shot with a little roll out to the center.
Yeah.
Looking
Definitely.
great.
Good for Garrett. Here's Todd.
Look at that, and he rips those frisbees. Okay, just a little too flippy there, but it still makes its way down.
That's great in C2 for
Look
sure.
at that. Look at that emotion. You love to see that. And you're going for a little run here.
Yeah, trying to give it something a little, I don't know.
I liked it. And with the bird, you stay close.
Yeah.
Dalton trying to jump putt this. This is really far for a jump putt.
For sure.
But he doesn't care.
That's crazy.
He doesn't care. And look at that.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch this, he started running before that disc hit the chains, which is crazy. The fact that he knew that was falling, nuts. You can see all of us celebrating. What was that moment like, Charlie?
We just needed to get something
We
going.
did.
We were on a string of tough pars that we really were hoping to get as birdies, and that's moving us in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, made our birdie streak up to 2, which it was a great new high score. And we were happy to be 3 under with a couple left to go in the front 9. They're going to take a par on this. Well-played hole, all considered.
Yeah. Here we're just looking for a slight turn.
Yep, par 4. Really,
That is not good.
yeah, you gotta be on the left side. The mistake is left. You can get right. You can get 2 cut off. Dalton with a buzz here, which is what we would consider more the safe play. He thinks he pulled it, and he kind of did, but we're gonna have a good angle just in the rough.
Exactly.
But the rough part is rough. They don't call it the okay. They call it the rough.
Yeah. Here we go.
This shot was good. Little inside, I believe. And I think the way this hole can get you into a bogey, double bogey type of situation is playing the inside route. You're just not going to be progressing much. At some point, you got to, take your medicine, pitch out. So at least we're on the right side of the fairway.
Yeah.
The correct side.
Braden's shot there gets caught in that tree. They've got it's a little tough just because you can't quite fully stand up with that forehand.
Yeah, and that shot just falls down. Very tricky.
Yeah.
Tough tree, but all in all, there's still something to work from there, but it's a tough spot just to be chopping.
All right, here's Anthony throwing a tomahawk. We just wanted him to get out and see what he could get.
Yeah. Just goes right.
It went out and then back into the other side. But
Yeah.
That's all right.
So I'm throwing a Buzz SS here, backhand. patent pending, super tough.
It's turning.
Yeah, Dalton likes it. It got out, but it didn't get to the basket. We're safe for a par, but you know, we wanted more, you know, especially after the big putt momentum. And that is a good out, kind of getting them out of this trouble area.
For sure. See if you can get them close to the basket and just clips that last one before turning.
Yeah, there's a lot of sneaky gaps on this course that you have to keep hitting, even if it's not off the tee.
Yeah,
Good approach.
Yeah, here's Dalton giving it a little bid after that.
That's funny. I liked it from my angle, but now that I'm seeing it, that
Just a touch short.
yeah.
It's so hard to get the judgment call on those ones out, right?
We'll run here. I liked that.
Yeah,
It was a tricky Annie putt.
for sure.
The run here. I believe that's going to be a bogey for them.
I think so, yeah. And then we'll take a par
Par
here.
for us. You know, we're playing clean, and we always play pretty clean. I think we take less bogeys than a lot of teams, but sometimes our slow rounds are just, it's not us getting a lot of birdies and bogeys. It's us getting the birdies and staying away from those bogeys, but not enough birdies.
Yeah.
18, par 5-ish.
Yeah. Could be a par 4. They're being generous.
They're being generous. You want to go straight and then fade just at the end, but you got to go straight like 420, 430,
Yeah.
and then fade. It is a mash down there. I'm taking my halo turn.
Yeah.
And I
Just
loved
getting
it.
some nice turn. Looks like it's going right at that pine. We were standing out there spotting. It just went right through it.
Yeah, it got a nice fortunate reaction, we will say, but we take those.
For sure. Definitely in position.
This one's left, and left is really the side you don't want to be on. It's gonna, you know, complete that Army golf style that they were kind of playing on the last one, and this looks better. And it is still a little left, but they've progressed far enough that they can work something out on this hole.
Yeah. Here's a roller coming over the top. It looked great. I mean, that is such a good out from where they were, and it just never stopped rolling.
And that's so unfortunate, because if that stops rolling at any point, you know, they're in a great spot, but the rough there is super thick. These Michigan woods are no joke.
Here we are. We have probably like a 20-foot wide gap, and I just find the right tree in that gap.
It's a tough gap. This isn't the furthest shot to get to the basket, which if you put it under the basket, tap it in, that would be for eagle. So we're still looking at a good birdie. Dalton hits the gap, but kind of hits the left side at the end. So we have a chance, but it's making the tough part putting.
Yeah. Great Lakes still finding them in a little bit of a tough spot. It's just those woods just eat you right up.
Yeah, and it's tough that they weren't able to take the roller because it was just barely in that thick rough, and they have to go for the shot that does not progress as far on the fairway. Our look for eagle,
I think it's a big
decent bid.
Yeah, it's nice and close. A little Dan
Little
Dan
Dan
hand.
And you can see featuring my cart there, you know, new cart guys. And that was just right under
He's
the basket,
old.
exactly what you want a run to be. Tough 9, but we'll take the birdie there. And that'll put us, 4 through 9? Decent, not out of it, not electric necessarily, but, you know, you got to keep fighting regardless.
Yeah. Hopefully we can score a few more on the back 9 and then set ourselves up.
Yeah, there's Dalton tapping in. Backpack birdie, you know,
Birdie.
with the backpack on.
All right, that is. Doesn't feel like a birdie.
No, it's a par 4. But we'll take any sort of generosity we can get. And that was the front 9. We've got 4 down to 1 up. Both teams keeping it together, looking good out there, making shots, but still on our side just felt like a little spark was missing. But
Yeah.
we'll see if we find it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for the back 9 and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Charlie, anything to say?
I'm just excited to get to the back. Let's see how it goes.
Let's get into it.